Going live. Starting. All right, all right. Welcome to Living on Top with Chris Bridges. I think we might be live. I'm figuring this thing out. I'm used to going into the studio and letting the engineers work it all out. But today I am in my home studio and I am trying to go live and bring the broadcast to the online world. You guys know social media is so just rampant. It is really a good way of connection, whether it's your personal life or your business life. And I've been on social media and I thought, let's bring the broadcast to social media. So my desire, my prayer is that the broadcast will now be able to reach, millions of people and as well allow those people to connect back with me live on the broadcast and not waiting for me to upload the video onto YouTube. So I'm really excited about it. Now, with that being said, though, I'm figuring this thing out. We were supposed to be on Blab right now, but Blab this morning didn't want to work. And I've got my dear friend on with me because if I really totally mess this thing up, I need her to help me. Her name is Gail Turner Brown. You see her beautiful picture down at the bottom. I'm gonna tell you guys who she is. But today she's helping me with this Google Hangout, which I've never done before. So fun, bringing the broadcast to online media and trying to figure it out. But we had to do what we had to do because I wanted to at least make an attempt to be live today. So for those of you who might just stumble across this Hangout and wonder, what is she doing over here on Google? We're trying something different. I'm hoping in my prayer desire is that the broadcast will now be not only more interactive, but will allow you to talk with me real life, real time. And so just like we did over the last year in the studio, if you have questions, I want to invite you to submit your questions to me. You can go into the chat, which Gail, please check that because I'm not watching.
Okay, yes, I am looking at the chat.
Check the chat for me. I might have to hire Gail to be on here for me. But anyway, go into the chat. You can submit your questions just like we do the Chat with Chris segment. You can submit your questions on the Hangout as well so that I can answer your questions. And then we're going to have our guests that are going to come on. I think if you got in here, you should have seen where you've got the event information, kind of like the overview of the event. I tried to put some pictures in there of our sponsors. So let me take a moment and just want to shout out to our sponsors and thank them so much for all of their support. So first we want to shout out to Sheehy Ford of Marlow Heights. The general manager over there is Paula Caruso. You all have probably seen, if you've been watching this broadcast, you saw Scarlet, which is my car. It's my white Ford Fusion with red interior. And that is, I would say compliments, but sure enough, that was not given to me for free. I don't know what's wrong. Some other, big name people get cars as from their sponsors, but I didn't. I'm paying for this. So I need to get myself up to where I could have gotten them to give it to me, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. But I appreciate all of the love. Hi, Nikita, welcome.
Hi.
Hey, you guys, that takes me to my next sponsor. So wanted to introduce and welcome Nikita Maddox. She is a sponsor of this broadcast. She's also a dear friend of mine. And just, she is a terrific and awesome realtor. So she's going to tell you about what she does as a real estate professional, been doing it for years. Very, very knowledgeable. Her passion is to educate people in that area and know that you can still today in 2015 build wealth in real estate. So Nikita, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hello, everyone. Just excited to be on the broadcast today. Finally made it in.
I know. I know. But isn't it? There is no excuses now. There's no, except for the time. We can now do Living on Top anywhere we want around the world. So I am excited about that because the winter is coming and I used to dread going into the studio in the snow. And now I don't have to worry about that.
No.
Go into the snow anywhere, right? So thank you so much for being with us. Nikita, tell everybody a little bit about you. I know all about you, of course, but tell everybody a little bit about you. And thank you again publicly for sponsoring and your support of this broadcast.
Okay, thank you, Chris. My name is Nikita, like Chris said.
Where are you going? You on a? Where are you? You look like you on like one of those things at the carnival. Stay still.
Okay. I'm trying to find a spot because they're working on the buildings over here.
Oh,
Um,
that's right. You out doing your thing. That's
yeah.
right.
So I've been in real estate about 18 years. My passion is just helping people either purchase a home or sell a home, or what I wanted to talk about today was, though, Chris, I didn't want people to feel bad because you will hear that the foreclosure market is gone, or that people aren't doing short sales anymore. But if you happen to be a person who's still in a situation where you might need someone to assist you, or you may be a little hesitant to speak about it, I'm the person that you can call. I'm the person that you can trust to walk you through those steps to still get you either into a new home or out of a home. Or if you're in a situation, you have circumstances and you don't know who to call, you can definitely call me.
It's like Ghostbusters. You don't know who to call. Call Nikita.
Call me, because I don't want people to feel embarrassed if they're behind in their mortgage payments, or if sometimes it could be, unfortunately, a divorce.
Uh-oh. She froze.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on back, Nikita. Walk around a little bit more. Where you go? There you go. Come on back. We lost you for a minute.
Okay.
So come back.
Okay.
You were saying?
I was saying, unfortunately, sometimes it could be an illness, or you want to sell your house, but you owe more than what you could sell it for. Or it could be a situation where you have to get a divorce, or you're facing foreclosure. Don't walk away from your home. There's still circumstances out there that we can help you, even get you some relocation money.
Wow. So, I think a lot of people now, I don't know if people really know sort of where we are in the market.
Right.
We went through this horrible market crash or market down.
But people think that,
And where would you say we are, especially here in the sector?
We're in a very good market, but you do have, unfortunately, a gang of people that still have those horrible loans. And they might be afraid to come forward because they feel like they're the only one in that situation. They feel like the market has rebounded, which it has rebounded a lot, but there's still a great percentage of people who still have those horrible loans, and I don't want them to feel embarrassed if their payment is ballooning and they can't afford it. I don't want them to wait till the last minute and then walk away from their home. Let's get in front of the situation and see how we can help you come out on top.
Knowledge is power. And that's kind of what you're saying is reach out and say, I was on a hangout. That's why I knew I could do this thing this morning, because I was on a hangout last night. And I was on a hangout last night, and one of the things I talked about was raise your hand. Remembering when we were kids in school, or anywhere you are, out of courtesy, you raise your hand if you want to ask a question. And we need to get people comfortable with raising their hand and just saying, hey, I need help.
Exactly.
It's like anything, whether it's your mortgage, whether you're having a mental challenge, you want to just raise your hand and say, hey, I need help.
Exactly.
That's what I think I'm hearing you saying now. But, the market's better, but if you still, maybe you don't feel like, why is everybody else okay and I'm still struggling?
Exactly.
This is an individual thing. Until we start paying our own mortgages, don't worry about what anybody else is thinking.
Exactly.
Right? So,
because what I'm finding is that people will call me on the end when it's the day before foreclosure, and it's hard to help them in a day. We can do it, but let's talk about all your options, and don't be embarrassed, and you want to have somebody that you can trust that's going to be honest with you and really walk you through that, and not feel like they're judging you for not being able to afford your mortgage.
Right. Look, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Worry about you.
But unfortunately, people do.
Yeah. What do you think, Nikita, about today? With folks getting home buying education. Do you see that's a value or important?
Oh, definitely. Yes. Don't, just because you can surf the internet and you can read what Zillow and all the other websites tell you, there's nothing like having a practitioner that's out here on a daily basis educating you on the process, because the market is ever changing. And that's one thing that the internet can't, it's delayed. They're getting they have to gather data and present it to you, where we're in live time. I'm doing this every day. I'm on here I'm out working every day, and I know how it changes from week to week. One week it could be a seller's market, and the next week it could be a buyer's market. So that's why you got to continue to use a professional to give you your education, and don't rely so much on the internet, because that's a problem that I see right now.
Right, right. Well, I
Don't be
think that I
afraid to
learned.
engage a professional. I would suggest you engage a professional early on in your process rather than later. And then you can take what the person has given you, and then if you want to expand that, but don't rely solely on the information that's on the internet.
Mhm. This is a lot of information on the internet
It
now. I mean,
is. And it's delayed
a realtor.
information. It's delayed
I
information.
was gonna say, it's kind of like Credit Karma. Folks think Credit Karma is the Bible, but no, it's not. It's actually, good to give you the surface, allow you to monitor what's going on. It's kind of like that with some of the sites for real estate that consumers can get to. It allows
Exactly.
you to monitor what's going on in the real estate market, but it doesn't take the place of actually having access to a realtor. So I agree with that.
Yes, exactly. But
So
yeah, I'm just here to help. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, whether you have a unique situation, whether you're a veteran, or if you want to sell your house, or if you're an investor, I would love to help you.
all right. Well, Nikita, you've told them a little bit about who you are and what you do, but you didn't tell anybody how to get a hold of you. And you'll get an opportunity to hear from Nikita more often because, again, she's a sponsor of the broadcast. So we're going to have a real estate corner having Nikita be available as a subject matter expert to answer your questions. And so if you've got questions about real estate, and you want to ask those questions in a safe environment, not worry about anybody, hounding you to buy a house, this is the place to be able to do it. So go ahead and send your questions into us. I know I haven't looked down, but I think Gail's still around. So go ahead. If you're watching this live, go ahead and put that in. If you have any questions for us right now, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. You can also, join in with me in the Google circles, and you can also obviously connect with us right there on Facebook as well as the website livingontop.info. So let me back up a little bit. If you just happen to stumble across this hangout, it's like we were on Blab testing Blab. We test that thing. We thought we were ready to go, but we were testing Blab, and people just kind of joined the conversation, and I thought it was so cool. And it reaffirmed to me that this is the place to take the broadcast, that we can be online and reach more people. So if you just happen to stumble across this hangout and you're like, who are these women? What are they talking about? Again, my name is Chris Bridges. I am the host and founder of Living on Top, both the community and the broadcast. It's Living on Top with Chris Bridges is the broadcast. We do this every Tuesday at 11 o'clock, and we're kind of in transition. We're transitioning to the online world. And so we're bringing the broadcast online, and so you can put this in your calendar, come back and visit with me every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. And you can also submit any questions. I am a certified credit expert. My mission is to educate and empower people to live their very best lives with a good understanding of credit. And so if you have questions for me, every week I do a chat with Chris question right here on the air. You can submit those questions to us right here in the chat while we're live on the Hangout. Now follow me, okay, because I'm going to test out the platforms between Google Hangout and Blab. I don't know where I'm going to be, but if you just connect with me on, how about that? We don't know which one going to work. So if you connect with me on the social medias, here on Google as well as on Twitter, you'll find us wherever I am, okay? Because if it's on Blab, that's a Twitter thing. I'm learning all this. Anyway, so enough about me. And you just heard from one of our sponsors, Miss Nikita Maddox. She is a real estate professional, and she just shared with you sort of what's going on in the market today. It's still a very good time to buy real estate. As a matter of fact, if you think about it, when everything was going wrong with our economy, people, the wealthy who knew better, were still buying real estate. They never stopped buying real estate. They never stopped, right? They may have moved their money in and out of some stocks, but they never stopped buying real estate because they knew that the market was going to come back, and they wanted to position themselves to be able to be financially secure. So they never stopped buying real estate. So Nikita, though, now that we brought everybody up to speed, tell everybody how to reach
me. You can reach me on all the social media. Instagram at Kita for Real, Facebook Nikita Maddox, Twitter at Nikita Maddox. You can call me 571-330-2484, or you can send me an email. My name, nikitamaddox@gmail.com. Either way.
Now look, I just looked down because my camera is up here. I'm like, yeah, where's she at now? She in the car.
I'm in the car.
Look, you're rolling. See, you couldn't do that if you were sitting in the studio. Your butt would be sitting right there.
I'm sitting though. I'm not driving.
No. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I have to do a radio. I guess a radio show that after I pick up Taylor. So you know I'll be doing that radio broadcast
right. in the
car. Don't tell the host. Don't tell the host. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as I can. But thank you so much, Nikita. So hang tight, because you're my saddle host as well today. So hang tight. I wanted to give Gail an opportunity to also just chime in again. Gail Turner Brown, I'm telling y'all, she has been hanging in here with me for about 45 minutes trying to get our technology to work, and it was one simple button that I didn't hit. And I kept saying, Gail, I don't see it, Gail. We closed the thing, we opened it back up, we restarted it, and I'm like, Gail, I don't see the button. And then at the last minute, I saw the button. So y'all know, charge it to my head and not my heart, because Gail did not get a chance to get beautified. That's what we call it. When we get in front of the camera, we got to kind of get ourselves together.
Y'all didn't give me the memo. I gotta have to do it up next time.
Yeah, you on air, boo. You on air. So I want to though invite Gail to join us by whatever format she can, because it doesn't matter what she looks like. It matters what she has to share and talk about. So hanging in here with me this morning, helping me to bring this thing together. And welcome to Living on Top with Chris Bridges.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no, I've been kind of monitoring things, so I'm still don't quite have a face for video just yet. So.
and look, I'm scared to jump on and off the pages, so I haven't been on any of the. So I haven't even Periscope. I haven't tweeted. So whoever just happens to I can't tell anybody yet. I tried to put something on Facebook real quick. I don't even know if that post went through. But Gail, tell everybody who you are and what you're doing.
Okay, so as Chris said, I'm Gail Turner Brown. I really appreciate that she has allowed me to talk a little bit about what I'm doing. I am a marketing strategist and a consultant. I do own a coffee and tea company as well. Chris has supported me through like the last 4 or 5 years. She loves my coffee. But at this moment, what I'm really doing is helping the small business owner to get more exposure, to help them position themselves as the authority in their industry, and through a variety of platforms. So whether it be platforms such as this, as Chris said, absolutely, technology, you love it when it works, and it can drive you crazy when it doesn't. It can just, it's just, what can you say? But these platforms are here and available to us to really help to give us exposure and expand our reach. Chris and I were on a Blab, which is, I think that's the latest platform that's out, the latest video platform that's out. And we were talking to people from all over the place. So you're no longer just local. It just the world has totally opened up to everyone. And so my job is to help put you in front of the globe and to get in the best way possible, and to ensure that you are in everybody's pocket, on their laptops, on their desktops, everywhere right now, so that when a person thinks of your industry, they'll think of you. So that's what I'm here to do, is to really help marketing. You look fine, Nikita. You ain't got to do your hair, girl.
I didn't know you could see.
That's the first rule. That's the first rule of video live stream.
Yes.
You are going live.
Okay.
And it's recorded. Where is she now? She went back. She back out the car?
Yeah, she's in the car.
Oh, that's funny.
This is too funny.
That was funny.
So yeah, so So if anybody wants to figure out how to get on camera, how to get some more exposure, and not only that, to all areas of marketing, because there's so many facets to it, and there's a lot of noise, and you got to break through the noise. And so if you want to try to figure out some ways to help break through the noise, then I'm here to assist in that way and any way that I can. So.
Yeah. And it's so interesting, because I think Gail, you're the first one who told me about Blab.
Yeah.
Somebody else told me about Periscope, and whether you're in business or just personal, people use social media for so many different things.
Yeah.
I often hear people say have a strategy around what you want to do.
Right.
And then, sometimes you just want to have fun. So sometimes you just want to have fun. But I tell you, the technology works, because we were playing around with, another plug-in kind of feature that we could use on the Blab. We never thought that the Blab itself wouldn't work.
Yeah. That's right.
Like we try to just enhance and have effects and have fun. The platform itself didn't let us work. It didn't work. But it's okay. Funny. It's okay. You know what? You just got to keep it moving. So
again, how come I can't see you, Gail?
Because I just have my picture up, because I was not ready for prime time at all.
That's what Gail looks like. That's what Gail looks like.
So yeah.
Yeah. So so you guys, again, if you've just joined us, this is sort of our play around on Living on Top with Chris Bridges. I promise you next week, I don't know what platform I'm going to be on, so I'm going to take it.
Stay tuned.
But I promise, if nothing else, it will be a little bit more structured. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Nikita's going to realize that she's actually on video, on live right now, and not worry about trying to get herself ready. But Nikita, what you can do, though, if you do, like if you ever have a day when I call it beautified, because trust me, I just kind of so I still need some picking still to do. But you can always just turn your camera off, and then we won't see you, but we will get an opportunity to still hear you, so you can do that as well.
Okay.
So listen, ladies, I know that we talk about social media, and you all are on social media. Why don't you go ahead and share how people what's your social media page, and how people can connect with you on social media?
Okay.
Gail? Okay, so with mine, it's going to be Facebook, obviously facebook.com/Small Business Network TV. That's how you can connect with me. You can see some of the other videos there that we've done, and that's a network of where people can go and hang out and find out about what other people are doing as well. So facebook.com/Small Business Network TV. That's how you can connect with me.
Now, Gail, how do we put that in the chat?
I can put it in there. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I just figured that out. As soon as I said it, I'm like, oh, that's the button. There's the chat. Okay. All right, Gail, make sure that you put your information in the chat room as well, because I think people can go back and maybe watch the replay, because I know the Google Hangout I was on last night. So we want to make sure your information is there.
As soon as it stops, it'll be on air, and it's recorded, and it'll be out into the YouTube universe. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, Nikita, I'm going to put yours in since you're on the phone. So tell everybody how they can reach you on social media.
They can reach me at Facebook, Nikita Maddox. Facebook.Nikita Maddox is my name, and Twitter is @Nikita Maddox. And I'm also on Instagram. If you can follow me on Instagram, it's @Kita KITA 4real.
If you don't, wait a minute. Instagram, okay.
And I'm also on Periscope.
Go back. Wait. She all over the place. Go back on Instagram. What is it at? What? I'm typing it in.
Kita KITA, like my name, Kita KITA 4real.
Awesome. As well
as Twitter is Nikita Maddox, @Nikita Maddox.
Periscope.
And Periscope is @Nikita Maddox as well.
Okay. Awesome. I got you. I got all your stuff in there, girl. People can connect, because that's what this is all about. This is all about really reaching out and connecting, getting to know, who's out there, how can we help. I mean, if you can imagine, that's really what commerce is all about, business is all about. But if you take that and really scale it down to a smaller group, and we just get to know people that are out there, figure out who we can support, and in return, those people can support us. We can really make a big difference. A lot of times, you know, we support people we don't even know. You know, we give our money outside of communities, outside of groups. So we start supporting within ourselves and starting, you know, with something as small as this, you know, the broadcast and the folks that we're going to be bringing on. We can make a big, big difference. And so I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do here on Living on Top with Chris Bridges. And if you have been a viewer, I thank you so much for hanging in here with me. I know over the last few weeks I've been a little bit absent. I lost my brother a couple of weeks ago, and so I had to go out of town and then come back in town and have his services, and so I missed a couple of Tuesdays for that. And even thinking about transitioning the broadcast now, if I had it on the online platform, I would have been able, at least while I was out of town, to still broadcast live. And so I'm excited about things that I can now be able to do. But welcome back, come back. I don't want to lose you. I think that people have really enjoyed over this last year. Every week we've done the broadcast and people have found it valuable, and I've certainly enjoyed hosting it. And so we're excited about going full circle back into our 2015-2016 season. So thank you so much for that as well. Now, normally I do a Chat with Chris segment on Living on Top, and I'm going to kind of bring it on in and do that as well. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. If you're, and Gail, help me out on this one. Can you go out on my Facebook page and pull down the link to the show yesterday when I was on Fox? Can you do that for me and put it in the chat?
Okay, so so say it again. I need to go to your Facebook page.
Go to the Facebook page, bring down the video link from when I was on Fox yesterday, because the question I'm going to answer has something to do with the conversation I had yesterday on Fox. Good Morning DC. So if you can put that link into the feed, that would be great, and then that way people can go back if they watch the replay and make sure that they also see the segment. So yesterday, you guys know I've been honored to be one of the consumer go-to experts on Fox 5, and yesterday on the Good Day DC segment, I came in and we talked about the consumer monitoring services. And you've probably heard there's been another corporate breach of our personal data with T-Mobile. And most of the time, though, I'm going to tell you, most major breaches, the only reason why you even know about it is because the information was given to the media. If it's a smaller breach, which could happen all the time, we don't even know about it. So the reason why we know about these big ones is because the media is notified, and that's how you know. So one of the things that people ask me all the time is, I got the letter saying that, my privacy information may have been, tampered with or was exposed. What should I do? Should I sign up for the monitoring service? Here's my answer. I've got an answer. Yes, yes, yes. Get it. Number one, it's free. So I like free stuff. And monitoring your credit with the consumer monitoring services gives you the opportunity to not only see and get an alert if something pops up, but it also gives you a chance to peek in and look at your own credit. Why would you not want to do that? And especially because the company is going to pay for it. Now, there are a number of services out there. Some of them are free, but some of them can cost you up to $29. And so why spend your money when you can spend somebody else's? So yes, I want you to go ahead and take advantage. Sign up, do whatever you got to do. If it takes you 2 minutes, if it takes you 10, whatever, it's free. Get the monitoring service so that you can be able to kind of control and see what's going on. Remember also, when someone first does a hacking, and they get to our identity, it doesn't mean that the very next day they open up a credit card in your name. But they've got your information, and that's what's key. You're not going to probably go out and change your address. You can't change your birth date, your name, or your social security number. And so they forever will have your information. And so it doesn't mean just because you don't get, you find out that somebody bought a car the very next day, that you have not been compromised, that you aren't potentially going to be compromised in the future. All right, so long-winded answer. Y'all know I don't answer real short. I got to give it all to you. So make sure that you do sign up and get that free monitoring service. So what Gail was doing in the chat, when she gets a chance, is that's the video link of the segment yesterday where I talked to the Fox 5 group and about this exact same question. So my answer to them is the same as it is to you, which is what? Yes. Make sure that you get that monitoring service. So, so that's what we do. So what we want to do going forward. Normally the chat with Chris, we do that right in kind of in the beginning of the segment. But because we're going to be doing these live broadcasts on any of the platforms, all of the platforms have Q&A and chat rooms. So you will get an opportunity to just submit your question to us live. Now, if you submit your question and it's after the broadcast, I don't know exactly how we're going to figure that one out because I need to see it while I'm on live. But we will have an opportunity to do that, and we'll be able, thank you, Gail, for doing that. So we'll be able to answer your questions live. So if you've got questions, whether it's about credit, whether it's about real estate, whether it's about marketing and business and branding, any of those questions, submit them to me. If I can't answer them, I'll get somebody, maybe invite them to come on the next week and answer your question. What we want to be is more available to you. So you're not just watching one way. We want this to be kind of a bilateral interaction. And so you're learning as I'm learning, and as I'm teaching you some things, you're going to be teaching me some things right back. And I'm really excited about what we're going to be able to do here on the broadcast. Well, ladies, this is kind of fun. What do y'all think?
Yeah, this was good.
It's kind of working now that I figured out how to hit the big green button. That's all I needed to do was figure out how to hit the big green button, and now it was hilarious.
I figured out how to put my picture up there, like you, Gail.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she did.
That's too funny.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. So let me take an opportunity, though. Right before we brought you on, Nikita, I was getting ready to introduce our sponsors, and I would be remiss if I didn't go back and make sure that I thanked our sponsors of Living on Top. I mentioned Sheehy Ford of Marlow Heights. Paula Caruso is the general manager. Certainly, if you're in the market for a used or new car, like Scarlett, make sure that you go out and see her. Make sure you tell her, obviously, that you've heard about her from Living on Top or Chris Bridges. You can go to the store. It's on Oth Road in Marlow Heights, Maryland. You can also simply give her a call at 301-423-4950. That's 301-423-4950. Reach out to Paula. Highly recommend her. She's been doing good things with our clients and with our friends of the broadcast, and so make sure you go out and see her. We also have another sponsor, a co-host, is going to be right beside Nikita, sharing the good news of real estate. It's Miss Dominique Thomas, and so we appreciate Dom. She wasn't feeling good today, so shout out to you, Dom. I hope that you're well, and we pray for your complete healness, and come back and join us on the broadcast next week. Dominique Thomas is with Keller Williams, and you can reach out to her as well if you want to learn more about real estate and you have some questions. The two of them are going to be tag teaming. I got the best two realtors in the area that are going to be bringing their expertise and knowledge to the broadcast. Dom's number is 240. I'm sorry, her name is Dominique. I call her Dom. So her name is Dominique Thomas, and her phone number is 240-353-7909. So if somebody can, Gail, throw that in the chat for me. I know you're going to send me a bill when we finish this right there. 240-353-7909. Dominique Thomas of Keller Williams. So she'll be on next week. She's also one of our sponsors. And once I figure out how to put everybody's pictures up, we're going to have pictures up, and so you can interact with them. And we might even figure out how to get real fancy and bring in video clips and all of that. But for right now, don't worry about the specifics of the platform. Just make sure that you plug in so you can get good information. No matter how it comes on the screen, it's going to still be good information. So, guys, we're about ready to jump on off. This again was our trial test of the Hangout, the online presence of the Living on Top broadcast. Go over as well and visit the website, livingontop.info. That's livingontop.info. If you want to go back and see our replays, our previous broadcasts, you can go out and do that. And on the very bottom of the website, there's opportunities for you to connect in with us on different membership levels, from the silver, which is free. It's basically a complimentary access to go see all of the replays, all the way up to our platinum and premier. So join in with us at what level that works best for you, and you'll get tremendous value at whatever you decide. But go back and you'll see all of our weekly broadcasts of the weekly replays of the broadcast, and then we're going to start putting up as we go forward. May not put this one up, but we're going to start putting them up. Once we figure it out, we're going to put all the broadcasts up so you'll get an opportunity to watch. So, ladies, it's been really, really fun. But I got to get up out of here. I got another meeting.
Thank you, Chris.
You're more than welcome. Thank you guys for joining me today, and thank you all out there. Stay blessed and continue to live on top. Bye-bye.
Bye.